Shani Seidman is the CMO of Keiko, parent company of Manischewitz, a leading kosher food company for over 130 years. With Passover coming, or as Shani likes to call it, the Super Bowl of Jewish food, she's here to tell us more about Manischewitz and delicious Jewish cuisine. Welcome to Liftoff, Shani.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here to talk about this iconic brand. Thank you again for hosting us.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited when everybody comes and brings food on
Absolutely.
the show.
And we love bringing food, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about Manischewitz and why it's become such a critical element of the Super Bowl of Jewish food.
Absolutely. I mean, this brand has its roots, really its legacy in Jewish culture through food. I mean, you mentioned it's a 130-year-old brand, and it started off with Dov Ber Manischewitz, this guy who wanted to make a matzah for his community, and it just evolved. It's synonymous with Jewish culture and food. What we're trying to do, we've just rebranded with bold colors and like really fun characters. We're trying to make the kosher aisle a destination and an attractive place for people who want to explore new cuisines, explore Jewish food. We have such a rich history there, and welcome them to our table. So it's kosher food or Jewish food for anyone.
I love that. And I love Manischewitz Matzah Monday, right?
Yes,
the three M's
exactly.
of what to do. So then we can have still Taco Tuesday. And then,
of course.
And then that's great. But what do you have here? Because this looks delicious. I'm dying to taste it.
So I put out some macaroons, which is part of like, if the Super Bowl is, if Passover is like the Jewish Super Bowl, this is like the wings of Passover. Like this is like one of the dishes that iconic or like desserts that you have is the macaroon. History, because of like the way that we eat on Passover, like we don't necessarily have flour in our desserts.
Right.
So we have coconut. And now, it's so interesting because Jewish food, there's a lot of trends that come and go, like gluten-free and, non-dairy and vegan. And it's interesting because of Jewish food and the history there's a lot of trends like embedded in what we do anyways. So macaroons naturally gluten-free because it has no flour in it. So it became an iconic Passover dish. And what Manischewitz did, we called ourselves the Baskin Robbins of macaroons because we don't just have one flavor. We don't just have a almond or whatever. We have around 20 flavors. We have Rocky Road, we have pistachio almond, pistachio orange. We have so many, we just kept going. And my favorite is actually pistachio orange. Like, I'm not allowed back in my house if I don't bring this.
And that's what you said before we started shooting. You said, I need to make sure I go home with this.
Yes, exactly. You need to try it. So let's try it on, if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
We love feeding people. You love bringing
I love eating. So let's do it.
Yeah. Pistachio orange macaroon.
Yeah, this looks delicious. Oh my God. It's so good.
It's so good.
You can eat the whole box, right?
Oh, yeah.
You took the calories out. Yeah.
Calories don't count in Passover.
True.
They don't. And also, if you break it, the calories escape. I don't know if you've heard that.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to do that right now.
Break it open.
This is so good. So good.
He's got like the citrus and the coconut. It's just so good.
It's really good.
So I have to bring that home for Passover. But again, these are all like iconic Jewish dishes. And what we really want to do now is kind of like invite maybe your grandmother, your bubby used to make these. We want like her grandchild to invite their friends. You don't have to be Jewish to enjoy this food. It's Jewish food for all. Inviting everyone to our table to enjoy all of our delicious dishes, especially the pistachio orange macaroon.
Well, I love this. So cheers to you.
Cheers.
And thank you for being on Liftoff.
Thank
Everybody,
you so much.
I need a snack break, but stay tuned because we have more amazing guests and insights coming up.